All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. All right, doing a great video here for the art of notarization, stamping the right way. In order for you to stamp correctly, you got to do your notarial certificates correctly. If you're not doing those correctly, then your stamp means nothing. Okay, it's just that simple. So, one of the things that a lot of people are struggling with is being able to actually understand what the notarial acknowledgement is saying. The acknowledgement as well as the jurat. To me, the jurat is the most easiest one. I mean, it's just straight simple. But the acknowledgement one is a little different. And I think I understand now why people are struggling. And the main reason why is because you're thinking that you are acknowledging something. You're not. And you're like, what do you mean? The acknowledgement is that you witness somebody acknowledge something. Let me explain to you. So let's hop right on over here to the word acknowledgement. Let's look at what the word acknowledgement means. So it says here, acceptance of the truth or existence of something. Another word is recognition or favorable notice of an act or of achievement. What else here? It says to accept, admit, or recognize something or the truth or existence of something. Okay. So when a person signs the document, let me come back to y'all. When they sign the document, that is them, meaning the signers, acknowledging that they believe, accept the information that is above their signature line. Signature line is here. They sign it and they're saying everything that's above my signature, I'm cool with. That's what that means. And the acknowledgement certificate is basically you saying that person acknowledged this document or instrument, and instrument is another word for document, in front of me. It's not you are acknowledging something that they, in a way, you're a witness to it. And it's not like you're giving the acknowledgement saying, yep, everything is good. Once they sign that document, acknowledging, and the signature on that document is them acknowledging that they understand the information that's contained within, they understand what they're being asked to agree to, and then you're saying it was done in front of me, and you are the witness, and you're signing that notarial certificate saying this was done in front of me. I witnessed that being done. Okay, I heard some noise. Might be the kids next door. But you are acknowledge you're basically saying I witnessed them doing this. I think a lot of notaries are looking at it as saying, and if I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. I'm putting this out here, so please correct me, that we are acknowledging something. And if there's anything that we're acknowledging, we're basically saying, yes, I saw them sign it. So our acknowledgement is, yes, we saw them sign it. But what they're acknowledging is that they agree with the terms and conditions of said document. That's what this is about. So when you look at the notarial certificate, and let's pull one up here. All right, let's zoom in a little bit, make sure we can see everything. Let me get rid of these banners for a brief moment. All right, so notarial certificate. So as you read it, it will tell you what you're doing here. And typically, when it's a jurat, meaning somebody's subscribing or sworn or going under oath, they start off with that. It was subscribed and sworn. They start off with that. So on this one, it says here, and let's just go ahead on and let's see which one I wanted. All right. So we understand that with this is the state, whatever. Ooh, why are you doing that? Interesting. All right. And when I do it, I typically do it all caps. Virginia, and then the city of, I'll just do Norfolk since that's shorter. And then you have the date on, meaning a date on what day? On this date, today's date. And in this case, we'll go for 23202, oops, 24, before me. Now, in this case, the before me, and it tells you what the role is, ROLE, the undersigned officer. Okay. So before me, we are the undersigned officer. So we are the undersigned officer or authority that's dealing with this document. So before me, and then I'm just going to make it a short name, um, you know, Jones, the undersigned officer personally appeared, meaning somebody came in front of you, somebody was witnessed and seen by you. They were there. Okay. Personally appeared who? And in this case, I got the person's name as John fake name. So John fake name. Now, when you're handwriting, you don't have to write in all capitals and stuff. Okay. You don't have to do that. Okay. Now, let's go ahead on and read this. Here notarial statement says, known to me or satisfactorily proven to be the person whose name is subscribed to the within instrument. And again, instrument is talking about the document that they are signing. So this is basically saying that this person is known to me, personally known to me, or satisfactorily proven, meaning proper ID in accordance with your state law, to be the person whose name is, since it's a singular, is, or if it was two people, whose names are subscribed within 2D within instrument. I don't know why they wrote it that way. And the instrument meaning this document, and acknowledge to me that he, in this case, him, he executed the same in his authorized capacity, and that his signature on the instrument, the person on the instrument, the persons or entity upon behalf which person acted. So what this is simply saying, and I know it gets confusing, and that's why a lot of people struggle with this. This is basically saying that within this instrument, and that person acknowledged to me, meaning they acknowledged me, they showed me, they showed me that they executed. And when you signed they signed their name, that is them executing, meaning they are have the authorization to sign in a that they agree with this here instrument, this one single document, irregardless of the number of pages. They're cool with the stuff that's in it. And they did this and they acknowledged that in front of me. I saw them do that. And their acknowledgement, their act of acknowledging is their signature. And when they did that, I'm now filling this out and saying I witnessed them doing that because it was done in front of me. Okay. That's what that means. Okay. I don't know if I got a script in here. I just normally will have a cursive thing in here, and I can't remember where it's at. Maybe that's it. Nah, bump it. Y'all know what that is. Okay. So that's what this is saying. So when you're looking at the notarial certificate, it's saying in this case, this particular one is saying on this date before me, and think of before as in front of me, appeared in person in front of me. Before me, Tim Jones, the undersigned officer, personally appeared. That person, John fake name, known to me or satisfactorily proven, meaning they had the proper identification in accordance with your state, to be the person who basically who is subscribed, and subscribed is the signature within this instrument, and acknowledged to me that they are the same in his or her authorized capacities. So this is saying that that person's name is subscribed within the document, meaning they signed the document. They signed the document. Subscribe means sign. They subscribed the document, signed the document saying that they agree with this here information that's in this document. Now, let me come back to y'all real quick. This is why I say it's a little difficult and very, very dangerous in some cases for you to try to explain documents or even give summaries. Because if you really think about it from the practical standpoint, when you take time out and you start explaining or describing what this document is as a summary. They're signing it not based upon their own gained knowledge of the document, but they're signing it based off of what you said the document is. You said this document means this. So they're taking your word for it and signing off. So I ask anybody to please correct me if I'm wrong in that assertion, that when you give a summary of the document, which then prohibits them in most cases from actually reading the document themselves, you're basically saying you ain't got to read the document. I'm gonna give you a synopsis of it. Do you really understand the document fully, especially as it pertains to their financial situation with this, whatever it may be? If you do, then okay, well, cool. You've been properly trained, you know what's going on, and you can summarize it for them. But if you don't, you just found out about the document about this closing two hours ago. Now you're sitting here in front of them doing it, and now you're going to give them a summary of what they're signing, and you asking them to sign this document based off of your summary. Sign this document based off of my knowledge of what this document means for you. Now, if I'm incorrect in my assertion, please help me and help all of us by educating me. What does that mean? Or if it doesn't mean that, because that's how I see this. I'm asking you to sign the document based on my understanding of it, not what you understand. Because I'm not asking you to read. I'm not fact, I'm not going to let you read it. I'm going to tell you what it says, and then you sign it based off of what I told you. That's where we're at right now. And that is a dangerous thing. Now, some of you are still going to go out here and share things about the document and summarize it and read the first 17 lines and all of that kind of stuff. That's on you. But just know this. Just know, NKNOW, if that person feels that after the fact they read it and they're like, whoa, this don't mean what the notary said, that's going to be a problem. So you better be well versed in it. And we all know that there's no training out there that it has the ability to prepare us for every type of document we're going to see, every version of it that we're going to see. So we have to find a way to get educated in this. And it's going to cost a lot of money to be properly educated in every aspect of every document that's out there, so we can give them the proper, truthful summarization of that document they're signing. That's just my 2 cents. Give me yours. I really would like to hear it in the comment section. All right, so let's swing back over here. So this here is one for a person that is doing an estate planning. Okay. So if the state and the county isn't yours, you just line through initial, put the correct one. And in here, it's telling you, close this all together. It's telling you right here, it says on this date before me, and sometimes they want you to put your name, but sometimes they don't. And then it said personally appeared, this the state of that the representative, to me known to be the persons described in and who executed the foregoing instrument, and acknowledge that they executed the same, as their as his free act or deed. So in other words, they weren't forced to do it. See, this is why it's important. It gets down into the nitty gritty. Let me come back to you. It gets down. Our job is to make sure that they're doing this of their own free will. So if they're apprehensive and then you start inserting, hey, don't worry, you got the right to cancel. You got a 3-day right to cancel. So just sign everything. Is that of their own free will? And a lot of y'all do that. Now, I was always trained not to use that as a method in which to get them to sign. Do not use the right to cancel as a way to say sign anyway. Oh, you got questions? Don't worry. You got 3 days to look it over. What happens if life happens and for some reason somebody passes away and they forget to look the documents over, or they got issues after they looked it over, but they forget to submit their right to cancel. But you told them don't do it now. No, no, no. You ain't got to worry about that now. You got 3 business days to work to play with this. And then you can cancel before that day, after that, before midnight or whatever day. That is not our job to do. To me, that is coercion. You're coercing, you're making them sign something that they got questions about. All excuse me, all because they have a 3-day rescission count period. I'm about to say count, 3-day rescission period. That is not our job to force somebody or to strongly encourage somebody to sign something just because there's an out. That's essentially what you're doing. If I'm incorrect, hit the comment section and tell me. All right. Because maybe you have been taught something different by somebody of a reputable background in this business, that, oh yeah, and I'm not just talking about just some random trainer. I mean somebody who actually knows that, oh yeah, you can tell them and just make them sign the document anyway, and just tell them they got 3 days to cancel. To me, that's very shady. It's very, very shady. Okay. Very shady. All right. And if you've been told that you're not supposed to do that, hey, let us know in the comment section. All right. So you got the notary signature here. You can print your name. I think the way this document was laid out was that they ran the lines too long here. These 2 lines, I think those 2 lines, they ran a little long. But what I know, if I see this, I would just sign my name here at the top, print my name, and then where it says county is Michigan, I would just line through initial, put Virginia, put my county. My commission expires. Now, this acting in, I believe that's strictly a Michigan thing. And if I'm incorrect, please help me if I'm incorrect. I believe there are some states, and Michigan may be one, that when you get commission, it's commission on a county level, like you're for Lansing County, Michigan, you're a notary, but you're over here in some other county in Michigan. So they want to know the acting in. So I'm still trying to figure that out, but I normally put the same thing. If that's wrong, please somebody correct me, and I will, with proof, with documented proof that, oh, this is how it's supposed to be done. You always call it NNA, but I haven't seen anything like this in years. So now here's another one. This is your jurat. Now let's go, before we get into this, let's look at um what a jurat is. Okay. So jurat, historically, a person who has taken an oath or who performs a duty on oath like a juror, a statement on an affidavit of when, where, and before whom it was sworn. So primarily that's us. That's what we're doing with people when we swear them in, is that the statement on these documents, your answers you give to them are going to be true to the best of your knowledge. Okay. And they're saying yes. So the main difference between a jurat and an acknowledgement is that a notarial acknowledgement stamp is used to verify the signature on a document, while the jurat is used to swear that the information in a document is true. So now that you understand, have a better understanding of the difference between the two, that should help you when you go and read to understand which one is which that you're doing. So one of the big things, like this one doesn't have the venue, so you have to write in the venue. But it's saying subscribe, sworn to, and subscribe, meaning they were sworn in and they signed this affidavit stating that the information that they're signing to is true. And then you do your thing. And then this here is an acknowledgement, and it tells you the foregoing instrument was acknowledged before me, this, and then it telling you the date by so and so, the person who, the name of person acknowledged. So they acknowledge this document, whatever this document is, and you're saying, and they're saying, and you're saying, I witnessed this being done in front of me by this person here. Who is the person who acknowledged that document? They're the person who signed and said, I agree with the terms and conditions of this document. And then you fill out the rest. Now, this one is unique. This one here is saying the foregoing instrument was subscribed and sworn before me this date by who? The name of the person who signed it. Now, what's even more unique, as y'all see here, this particular document doesn't even have a signature line, or it has signature line, but it doesn't have the name of the person on the signature line or underneath. But you still will have to, whoever signs this, their name goes there. So and it'll clearly tell you on the other pages, oh, okay, this is for the borrower. This is for the people who are buying, who are refinancing the property or buying it. If it's a purchaser, or the people who are selling the property. Whoever is supposed to sign this, that's the signature you're notarizing. And then you will put their name down here. So the foregoing instrument, meaning that the instrument that is before this here, all the information was subscribed and sworn in front of you on this date by so and so and so and so. And then you'll do your part down here with your notary with your signature, and then your title. You can put notary, notary public. Most people just put notary public. Serial number is something different. Most of the time, that's for military people. Registration number is what you will put here in this case, and then your commission expires. And then this one is similar, but this here is an acknowledgement. The difference is, one, it's an acknowledgement. It's telling you the foregoing instrument was acknowledged before you. And this here is your name before you, Tim Jones, this 16th day of June 2023, by the person who who acknowledged it. That's what that is saying. And then their name and all of that, just like before. And then this here's another Michigan one, just lined up differently. That's why I was saying I think they had the first one misaligned, but basically the same thing. It's saying subscribed and sworn by this person and that person of such and such trust. You sign, you print your name, Notary Public for the state of line through initial, Virginia or Maryland or whoever, county of, you put the county, my commission expires, and then the acting in the county of. And if there's anybody from Michigan who understands this, because I used to know this, but I haven't done it in so long, I forgot. And I forgot to go look it up before I started the live, because I forgot this was even in my practice thing. Then this one here is simple. The foregoing instrument was subscribed and sworn before me. And so, in other words, don't get thrown off all the time by the foregoing instrument. It doesn't always mean that it is a acknowledgement. Was subscribed and sworn before me this, and then the date, which is the 23rd day of April 2024, by that person there, by that person who did such and such. And then signature, registration, commission expires, and then your seal. What else we got here? And don't worry about the witness thing. If your state require witnesses, you have them. If they don't, you don't. So this here is simply acknowledgement before me this date, telling you the date by that person. Then you do your thing. This here, basically the same thing, county and all that on, which is the date before me, your name, personally appeared, their name, boom. It's that simple. So tell me in the comment section what part, when it comes to the notarization, are you still confused with? But this is how simple it is. That's why I don't understand how somebody tell me I can't teach you notarization. I'm gonna stay away from that. All these different rules and stuff. But there's some core elements that anybody who knows this, who knows notary, can actually assist you in. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to assist you in the bare bones basics of how to fill out a notarial certificate. So if you need help, you know, Feel free to join the channel membership. The join button is somewhere over here, and all of that. I'm here to try to help you as best I can, at the most affordable price. That just notification, at the most affordable price. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, what else can I say about these documents? About it's not that much. There's really not that much. So hopefully, under you'll now be stamping the right way. So I'm gonna just end the video there. I probably could say more, but I'm gonna just leave it right there. So y'all tell me what you think. Greatly appreciate you swinging by and listening up. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I don't have any closings tomorrow. I got some other business that I'm gonna be doing to make money, and I'm getting ready to go get me some rest because I am tired. That's why my eyes are red. Yes, if you say, "Crib, look like your eyes are red," they are red. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace.